overall, the poll numbers, what are they saying here?
They are good for De Blasio. They're not unusual. He's a new mayor. It's a honeymoon. It's a nice honeymoon welcome for De Blasio. 2/3 of New Yorkers say, yeah, they're optimistic about how he's going to do it. And we'll see. That's a nice beginning. And they also say, I think quite practically, I thought people were going to say, you know, what's your big priority? Income inequality. But they didn't. They said schools. In other words, they said something very, very practical. So that this is the first De Blasio poll, as far as I know. I don't think anybody else has done any. And he's welcomed. It's a honeymoon. And a honeymoon never lasts forever, but it's a nice start. And for De Blasio, Quinnipiac numbers are their honeymoon numbers.
Traditionally, how long do these honeymoons last for new mayors?
You don't know. I'll tell you how long they last. They last until something happens. What do you mean something happens? I don't know. He doesn't know. Nobody knows. Something will happen. Guaranteed. You know, it's the nature of the job. He's a mayor of this great, big city. So something will happen. It'll start a fuss. So far, so good. And for all I know, you know, maybe it'll be so far, so good for 4 straight years. People think, it's hard to tell Quinnipiac now, they're optimistic about him. So who knows? Hasn't screwed up yet, as far as I know, and as far as I can tell. No, there's really nothing that people are negative on. So we'll see how he does. He's so far, so good, without question. If I were with De Blasio, if I were the mayor, I'd like this poll. And I would also know that nothing lasts forever. He's bound to bump, you know, there's bound to be ups and downs, pluses and minuses. So far, so good in the Quinnipiac numbers.
Think of the Dove Hyken voters versus, let's say, a David Greenfield voters, and in the power.
Look, the Jewish voters, there are lots of Jewish voters. There are Dove Hyken's conservatives. There's the liberals who live where I do, on the west side of Manhattan. At this stage of the game, everybody likes De Blasio. You know, will it continue? Will he stay? Will the liberals continue to like him? The conservatives? Who knows? We'll see. But at this stage of the game, everybody likes him.
Now, but do you think that Dove Hyken, his personal influence still matters?
When I say Dove, I mean I like Dove, but I'm talking about that crowd,
right.
the Hasidim, the conservatives. You know.
Right. And the Satmars, do you think they're the strongest? Right. Now the Satmars, do you think they're the most powerful from all?
I like Satmars. You just take one Satmar, the #1 guy, and it's all of them. You know.
Do you think personality played into the mindset of the people you were polling when they were comparing maybe De Blasio to Bloomberg?
Oh, sure. And look, they voted for him. They voted for him overwhelmingly, and he positioned himself as the anti-Bloomberg candidate. So sure, that stance helped, no question. We're doing one tomorrow on sort of the retrospective of Bloomberg. What do you think? And how do you do? I haven't seen the numbers yet, but I think it's okay. But not this one. Okay, I mean, it's 2/3 optimistic. Those are nice numbers.
Did you